Hey, what's up everyone, Saint Time Gaming here. Welcome back from the Division 2 weekly vendor reset. Well guys, the maintenance is about to start. The timer is on, but I'm just not going to wait, that long to find out how long it's going to take. It could be less than 3 hours, could be more than that. So let's just get rid of these vendors. So the first named item we have here is the 0F, the Badger Tough named chess piece with perfectly unbreakable talent. We have armor regen here, 3,749, 7.2% of explosive resistance, and 130,544 armor. Then we have the Black Market TU12.1 SMG with maxed out swap speed, steady-handed talent, 11.5 crit chance, 8.4 SMG damage. You have the AUG A3 CQC assault rifle with just 4.8% of assault rifle damage, 16% of health damage, 11.9% of accuracy and eyeless is the talent. The PF4 Storm Type F pistol with 12.2% pistol damage, 11.7% swap speed, and lucky shot talent. The Ultimate Ornaments backpack with skill Tia, 7% of skill damage, 3,821 armor regen, and bloodsucker talent. A Richter and Kaiser chess piece with skill Tia, 8.1% hazard protection, 16.7% repair skill, and Vanguard talent. An offensive protocol critical mod, which is 4.3% crit chance. A drone mod, which is 6.3% of duration. A turret mod, which is 5.9% skill haste. A sticky launcher mod, which is 6.3% of duration. So that's it for the White House vendor. Alright guys, we're here at the Clans vendor. So the named item we have here is a Hanayu Corporation backpack, which is the Force Multiplier. We have critical hit damage on it, 10.6% and 8.9% status effect. And of course, the perfect combined arms talent. This backpack is really good for like hybrid builds. So you can add like crit chance instead of status effect and you can give it a go. And next we have the Aces and Eights knee pads with maxed out weapon damage and 5% of weapon handling. Tip of the spear holster with 12.6% weapon damage, 6% of weapon handling. A hardwire chest piece with 4,238 armor regen. A tactical UMP45 SMG with 11.7% SMG damage, 16% of crit chance, 9.3 stability, and steady-handed talent. A hunting M44 marksman rifle with 11.5% marksman rifle damage, 94% headshot damage, 9.2% of stability, and ignited is the talent. A golden gear gloves with 152,518 armor, 16.2% repair skill, 5% of crit chance. So pretty decent one. You can add critical hit damage on this and try it on your golden like armor regen build or something. Then you have the custom L86A2 LMG with 13.8% LMG damage, 9% damage to target out of cover, 8% crit damage and preservation talent. A PP19 SMG with maxed out health damage. We have 14.5% of crit chance, 10.7% of SMG damage, and Optimist talent. A Hanayu chess piece with skill Tia, 8.3% skill damage, 4,284 armor regen, and Gunslinger talent. A Wyvernware chess piece with skill Tia, 8.9 status effect, 6.5 weapon handling, and focus talent. A defensive protocol resilience mod, which is 8.9% of blind death resistance. A turret mod, which is 6.4% of skill haste, a pulse mod, which is 9% of effect duration, a drone mod, which is 8.6% of health. So that's it for the Clans vendor. Alright guys, we're here at the tier resettlement. So the named item we have is the Artistus Tool Rifle with perfect rifleman talent. Then we have the 18% optimal range, 12.0% crit damage, 11.2% of rifle damage, a KSG shotgun with 11.6% shotgun damage, 9% damage to armor, 9% headshot damage, and close in personal talent. You have the M16A2 rifle with 11% rifle damage, 13% crit damage, 8.8 stability, and vindictive talent. You have the Gilligard gloves with 120,208 armor, 15,518 health, 8.4% status effect, and Orialdi Holdings knee pads with 10.2% of weapon damage, 7.2% headshot damage, 5.5% weapon handling, a defensive system mending mod, which is 8.5% of shock resistance, a Seeker Mine mod, which is 4.2% radius, a shield mod, which is 4.1% of shield health, Firefly mod, which is 5.9% of blind effect duration, and a decoy mod, which is 5.5% of duration. Alright guys, we're here at the campus settlement. So the named item we have is the Akim's Long Stick, which has perfect ranger talent. We have 9.8% stability, 87% of headshot damage, 9.8% of marksman rifle damage. Then we have the Surplus SVD marksman rifle with 10.6% of marksman rifle damage, 86% of headshot damage, 9.5% magazine size, and future perfect talent. The military MK46 LMG, 11.1% of LMG damage, 7% of damage to target out of cover, 8.9% accuracy. Frenzy is the talent. A Wyvernware mask with skill Tia, 4.3% of skill crit chance with 15.6% of repair skill, a Badget of holster with 117,645 armor, 6.9% of explosive resistance, 7% of skill damage, a utility protocol mod which is 9.9% of skill haste, chem launcher mod which is 13.6% of ensnare health, Hive mod which is 4% +4 stinger charges, pulse mod, which is 14% of health, trap charge mod, which is 4.2% of duration. So that's it for the campus. All right, guys, we're here at the Dark Zone East vendor. So the named item we have is the Carnage LMG with perfect sadist talent. We have 4% damage to armor, 11% damage to target out of cover, 11.3% of LMG damage. The Paratrooper SVD marksman rifle with 11% marksman rifle damage, 93% of headshot damage, 3.8% rate of fire, perpetuation talent. A military M60E4 LMG with 12.2% LMG damage, 7% of damage to target out of cover, 6.5% of critical hit chance, and preservation is the talent. A True Patriot mask with 122,188 armor, 10.4% of crit damage. Eclipse Protocol holster skills here, 8.4 status effect. A 511 tactical mask with 124,164 armor, 3,958 armor regen with 9.4% of critical hit damage. A Douglas and Harding holster with 12.9% weapon damage, 6.2% headshot damage, 14.7% repair skill. A utility system mod, which is 8.2% skill duration. A chem launcher mod, which is 4.1% of duration. A hive mod, which is +4 stinger charges. A pulse mod, which is 8.5 radius. A trap charge mod, which is 4.2% of duration. So that's it for DZ East. Alright guys, we're here in DZ South, so the named item we have is the Orbit. It's a Dark Zone exclusive pistol, actually holding one in my hand currently. So we have 7.3% pistol damage, 21.5% of optimal range, and perfect finisher is the talent. So if you want, you can buy this. And then we have the MP7 SMG with 11% of SMG damage, 15% of crit chance, 9% of headshot damage, and Optimus is the talent. The military AKM assault rifle, 11.6% assault rifle damage, 16% health damage, 7.9% of accuracy, and instinct is the talent. The X45 pistol with 10.4% pistol damage, 6.5 critical hit chance, and spike is the talent. A Hunter Fury backpack with 10.8% weapon damage, 7.3% headshot damage. A Hunter Fury chest piece with 11.3% weapon damage, 8.6% status effect. An Empress International backpack with 8.4% status effect, 10.1% of critical hit damage, and calculated is the talent. A Douglas and Harding chest piece with 11.2% weapon damage, 7.1% of headshot damage, 6% of weapon handling, and Mad Bomber is the talent. The Offensive Protocol critical mod, which is 9.9% critical hit damage. A drone mod, which is 6.3% armor repair. A turret mod, which is 6% of duration. And sticky bomb mod, which is 5% of blast radius. So that's it for DZ South. Alright guys, we're here in the final Dark Zone, which is Dark Zone West, and let's take a look. So we got the backup boomstick shotgun with 17% of shotgun damage, that's the name stat, 10% of damage to armor, 8% of critical hit damage, and bread basket is the talent. You have the 612 shotgun with 10.8% shotgun damage, 9% damage to armor, 9% magazine size, and Optimus is the talent. The LVOAC rifle with 11.9% rifle damage, 17% of critical hit damage, 3% of damage to armor, and Vindictive is the talent. A Striker's gloves with 5.8% of weapon damage, 11.8% of critical hit damage, and Eclipse Protocol knee pads with skills here, 6% of weapon handling. Walker Harris gloves with 10.5% weapon damage, 10.2% crit damage, 8.3% status effect. A China Light Industry knee pad with 4.1% of crit chance, 7% of explosive resistance. A Defensive Protocol stamina mod, which is 11% of protection from elites. A Seeker Mine mod, which is 6.2% health. A Shield mod, which is 4.3% of shield health. A Firefly mod with 6.1% of blind effect duration. A Decoy mod, which is 5% of health. And yeah, that's it for DZ West. Let's go to New York. Alright guys, we're here in New York at Haven Settlement, so let's see what Roy Benitez has. So the first item we have is the enhanced PP19 SMG with 11.4% SMG damage, 15% of crit chance, 9.1 stability, ignited talent. A military M60E4 LMG with 10.8 LMG damage, 9% damage to target out of cover, 7% of crit damage, and unhinged is the talent. The KSG shotgun, which is 11.1% shotgun damage, 9% damage to armor, 8% damage to target out of cover, steady-handed is the talent. A D50 pistol with 10.4% pistol damage, 7% of crit damage, strained is the talent. A Gilligard chest piece with 129,962 armor, 3,124 armor regen, 5.5% of crit chance, and reassigned is the talent. A Murakami Industry gloves with skills here, 16.7% of repair skill, 8.4 status effect. An Orioldi Holdings holster with 11.3% weapon damage, 10.3% of skill haste, 7.6% of skill damage. A Defensive Protocol system ending mod, which is 8.5% bleed resistance. A Defensive Protocol stamina mod, which is again bleed resistance, 8.3. Then we have the turret mod, which is 5.7% duration, a hive mod, which is 8.3% steam efficiency, a sticky bomb mod, which is 4.9% of blast radius. So that's it for Roy Benitez. All right, guys, we're here at the final vendors. So the first item we have is the PDR assault rifle with 9.7% assault rifle damage, 15.5% health damage, 7% of crit damage, and killer is the Talon. Then you have the Negev LMG with 10.8% LMG damage, 10% of damage to target out of cover, 8.6% stability, and strained is the Talon. The Black Market SASG 12 shotgun with 10.4% shotgun damage, 8% damage to armor, 7% of health damage, in sync is the Talon. The M1911 pistol with 10.3% pistol damage, 8% crit damage, eyeless is the Talon. A Gilogard backpack with 127,530 armor, 4.7% crit chance, 4,029 armor regen, and combined arm is the Talon. The Alp Summit ornaments knee pads with 15.3% repair skill, 4,100 nice armor regen. And then we have the Wyvern Wear holster with 4.5% crit chance, 9.9% of skill haste, offensive system mod which is 4.4% crit chance, a utility protocol mod which is 16.6% repair skill, a shield mod which is 4.2% deflected damage. If you're using a deflector shield, buy this. And then we have the Firefly mod which is 6% of skill haste, and last we have a decoy mod which is 6% of health. So yeah, that's it for the weekly vendor, guys. I haven't found anything that is useful to buy, to be honest, in this vendor. Even the Dark Zone vendors are bad, so I would definitely want to stay away if you're like playing the game for a long time. If you're new, you can buy some of the high stats and re-roll it to your recalibration station, but that's basically it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.